fellow citizens. I'm Taryn Krista, your County Administrator. Over the next few minutes, we will review the achievements of Martin County government during 2014, all of which help make Martin County a great place to live, work, and play. I look forward to this recap every year because it allows me to take a step back and marvel at the work being done in every corner of this beautiful county. I would like to begin by thanking each of our 5 county commissioners for their commitment to and passion for Martin County. Commissioners Ed Fielding, Ann Scott, Doug Smith, Sarah Hurd, and John Haddix constantly share their vision, and it's our pleasure to make those ideas and concepts happen. Speaking of making things happen, I would also like to take a moment to acknowledge the outstanding efforts of the county's amazing staff of 900+ employees. Thank you for your innovation and commitment. We see it every day as you complete projects and make initiatives come alive. I often hear kudos from the public about county employees and how they are positively impacting our community. You are making a difference, and it is appreciated. This is the time when we have the opportunity to reflect on the past year and look forward to accomplishing the Board of County Commissioners' goals in 2015. After years of stagnation and limping along, our economy is improving. We have reason to be optimistic about Martin County's future. We are seeing this firsthand. Building and development review activities are more robust. County staff is processing more applications and permits, and we're conducting more inspections. Our property values are increasing, and our population is projected to grow steadily. Last year, the board's goals were related to economic development, our environment, and infrastructure. Let me tell you how our outstanding staff delivered on those goals. We are supporting economic development, recognizing that tourism has a significant economic impact on our area. The Board of County Commissioners took measures to streamline and more efficiently promote Martin County as a tourism destination. The Martin County Office of Tourism and Marketing was created last fall as part of county government. Using data provided by the travel industry, we know tourism is a major revenue generator for our county. The most recent data shows tourism expenditures of close to $400 million reported in Martin County, with $30 million in local and state taxes generated from spending. Tourism is the #1 industry in Florida. We are doing our part in Martin County to increase the awareness of tourism among target markets throughout the country. We continue our partnership with the Business Development Board of Martin County to help supporting existing businesses in Martin County and to attract new companies here. We welcome new businesses like Ocean Master Marine to our area. Ocean Master recently relocated its company headquarters and manufacturing facility from Palm Beach County to Martin County. It has expanded the footprint of an existing facility off Canner Highway to accommodate additional production lines and plans to hire 24 employees. County staff is fast-tracking the review process to make it easier for targeted businesses like Ocean Master to move or expand Martin County. Let's talk about the economic success of Sailfish Splash Water Park and Aquatic Center. Sailfish Splash Water Park continues to generate revenue for Martin County and has been profitable for the 3rd year in a row, as many years as the park has been operational. In 2014 alone, the estimated economic impact of Sailfish Splash Water Park on our community was over $3 million. The venue has become a host site for various swimming and diving meets and for winter training for college teams from across the country. The average stay of a team is about 1 week, and during that time, athletes, coaches, families, and fans are staying at our local hotels and motels, eating at our local restaurants, and spending money here in our community. Last year, the teams using Sailfish Splash Aquatic Athletic Center as a training facility accounted for 525 hotel room nights in Martin County. Our economy is dependent upon a healthy environment. In 2014, the board continued to focus on protecting our natural resources and our environment. We successfully advocated for Everglades restoration projects that will improve our regional water quality. For example, Staff worked with our state and federal partners to secure millions of dollars in funding for completion of the C-44 project, which is currently under construction in western Martin County. This massive reservoir and water treatment area will greatly reduce the amount of polluted runoff water which is entering the St. Lucie River and the Indian River Lagoon. In the meantime, we are completing our own local water quality improvement projects. The Rio St. Lucie Stormwater Quality Retrofit Project, which was constructed last year, treats water before it enters the St. Lucie River. This project, along with others in neighborhoods throughout the county, help us meet established goals of reducing the amounts of harmful pollutants, nitrogen and phosphorus, which enters our waterways. In 2014, we completed a dredging project of the St. Lucie Inlet. Approximately 373,000 cubic yards of sand were dredged from the inlet and placed on the beach in the Hope Sound National Wildlife Refuge. A safe, navigable inlet is critically important to our community because it provides access between inland waterways, centers of commerce, and private commercial docks, and the Atlantic Ocean. Another significant environmental accomplishment of 2014 was working with the state to obtain a critical wildlife area designation for Bird Island. The Spoil Island, also known as MC2, is an important nesting site for a variety of wading birds and the shorebird species. The designation creates a protective buffer around the entire island, its breakwater structure, and the waters immediately surrounding it. We also are reinvigorating our efforts to acquire conservation lands that are important for regional ecosystem restoration needs and opportunities for hydrological improvements. We continue to protect our way of life while safeguarding the environment. The adoption of several amendments to the county's comprehensive growth management plan has strengthened land development rules. In addition, we made changes to ordinances regulating truck stops and mobile homes, and the proposed new rules are more consistent with the county's protection of residential development. Let's move on now to infrastructure. Despite limited funds, we are committed to improving and maintaining our public facilities in a cost-effective manner to serve county residents' needs. In Palm City, we opened Citrus Grove Community Park, home to the North County Little League. This 27-acre park features our baseball fields, sports lighting, a concession and restroom building, parking, and landscaping. We replaced a structurally inadequate concrete bridge over a drainage canal west of Hope Sound. The County Road 708 bridge was of particular concern because it is subject to considerable truck traffic, as it sometimes serves as a detour to I-95. Another major infrastructure project completed was the restoration of the Hope Sound Bascule Bridge. The drawbridge over the Intercoastal Waterway had not been painted since it was built in 1985. Repainting the bridge was a complex and complicated process, but was done with minimal impacts to the environment and residents. We are fortunate that we were able to complete these bridge projects. As you may have heard, our roads, bridges, and drainage structures need much attention. The fact is, many have reached their life expectancy. Due to our funding limitations, we paved less than 20 miles of roadway last year, and most of the projects were only able to be completed because we received grant money to put toward them. We maintain 507 miles of roadway in Martin County and should be repaving close to 30 miles a year. I'll get into greater detail about this backlog a little later in the presentation. Designs for infrastructure improvements continue in our community redevelopment areas. Look to see sewer expansion in Port Salerno, new sidewalks in Rio, and realignment and repaving of Map Road in Old Palm City in the months to come. We added new lifeguard towers to Jensen Beach and Hope Sound Beach. These new towers were manufactured locally and will improve public and lifeguard safety. We added amenities to our public beaches, like lounge chairs and umbrellas you can rent, and made upgrades to the popular beachfront eatery, the Sand Dune Cafe. Our Parks Department resurfaced courts, replaced playground equipment, and installed some new lighting and signs at some of our parks. We opened the long-awaited Veterans Memorial Bridge. This 2-mile bridge spans the St. Lucie River and Okeechobee Waterway. It connects Indian Street in Stewart and County Road 714 in Palm City and provides a much-needed alternate route for the old Palm City Bridge, which has been over capacity for more than a decade. The project received support from local, state, and federal agencies and brought hundreds of direct jobs to the area. We renovated and remodeled some library areas to fit the needs of our patrons. At the Robert Morgade Library, we upgraded technology to allow for streamlined system of checking in and checking out materials. This means shorter checkout lines and getting materials back on the shelves in half the time. The plan is to get all of the libraries on the system over the next few years. Speaking of technology upgrades, we extended our award-winning community broadband network to include additional public facilities. We also connected some nonprofit organizations to the network. The community broadband network is comprised of 154 miles of underground fiber optic cable that provides voice, video, and data to more than 133 facilities. In 2015, we will continue to address aging infrastructure and maintenance needs. We have to determine funding solutions for our current $258 million backlog in our projects. We have miles and miles of roads that need to be resurfaced, bridges that need to be rehabbed, and drainage pipes that must be replaced because they are at or near their life expectancy. Unfortunately, we are getting further behind. We expect the board to revisit funding initiatives again in 2015. We'll also continue to address the county's concerns about the proposed all-aboard Florida passenger rail service. While the trains are expected to run through Martin County, no stop is planned at this time. The board has expressed serious concerns about the impacts of the proposed service and continues to determine the impacts of this project as more information becomes known. We have provided information on this project on our website at www.martin.fl.us as the board remains committed to and advocates for Martin County's interests. Speaking of our website, we're also planning to launch a new website in mid-2015. Goals of this new site include transparency, user-friendliness, mobility, and effective delivery of services and information. We have been very much engaged with the community on this effort, soliciting their input and ideas. The board will be establishing new strategic goals in February 2015. Staff looks forward to implementing the new goals, and I will report on their successes in next year's annual State of the County address. It is through the Board of County Commissioners' leadership and policy direction that we, the men and women of Martin County government, are proud to provide the services that are enjoyed and relied upon by our residents. We will continue to do everything within our power to ensure Martin County remains a unique and special place. For detailed information on the projects we just reviewed and many more, please pick up a copy of our 2014 annual report, which is available at the County Administrative Building, all of our library branches, or online at www.martin.fl.us. Thank you.